Hello, everybody. Thank you to whom succeeded to join from the very beginning, also a little bit earlier. My name is Bojan Jordanov, and now we are starting an event that is titled Knowledge in the Business World. It will be a kind of like open discussion plus a short demo of two solutions. One is Odoo, not the whole, just a couple of modules that relate the knowledge management, and Enably, which is a platform dedicated for managing the knowledge and e-learning in organizations. Who we are? System Group. It's not a legal entity, but we united our teams of 3 companies, 2 in Bulgaria, Francis Stage and Bill Consulting, and 1 in Hungary, Damien, with a bit different profiles, but together we think that for our customers, we have a stronger team to support them, and this is how we can handle more partners and more clients to serve them better. All of us, most of the things we do is project management plus consulting. The topic of today's event, webinar, or whatever I call it, an event, is knowledge in the business. Knowledge, when you Google it, you have about close to 6 billion results. So it's quite important topic, and just as a word. And these are facts, information, so you can read it, that are acquired through experience. So it takes time, or education. And as it says, it has practical and theoretical. And what we're going to cover is how companies actually handle the business knowledge. And as you know, the knowledge is consisting of different informations that they need. This knowledge could be just floating in companies, or you can proactively start managing it. Managing, that means that first you want to acquire knowledge, because when you have more knowledge, it opens new worlds, new possibilities. Second, you can create the knowledge for yourself, so experience, different laboratories, experiments, etc. Then you need to manage it, because we are living in a world where the information is widely, it's quite a lot. As you see, just 6 billion for the knowledge word, and we need to be able to manage this. Manage in terms of granting access, restricting access, because knowledge about your business could be really important, and you don't want maybe to share it with everybody. So this is something, since it's a discussion, I would like to open to the audience. If do you in your companies, do you have some like systems that allow to manage the knowledge, so that allows to create, manipulate, distribute, archive, etc.? Somebody wants to volunteer to open the word about it? no much questions anyway. So we'll continue along. So normally knowledge could be, so it could be sourced inside the companies, outside as well. And the distribution could be in both ways. So that means that when you want to acquire knowledge from outside, you have different platforms like Udemy, like Coursera, or some open universities, etc. Then you have like paid knowledge platforms, including LinkedIn and many others offering trainings and education for who is interested. In companies, it's more specific. The thing is, normally it's oriented toward the business itself. So this is bringing the most, let's say, value added. But also it could be similar to the general education. So like to improve employees' level of knowledge, which also will contribute to the overall company development. In our session, now I will start slowly speaking about the two solutions that we will very briefly demonstrate. So one is enabling. It's Israeli solution, very well developed. How they position it is complete deskless. That means people who do not sit on the desk. So nowadays, in the worldwide, more than 70% of the employee of the workforce is deskless. So people that do not have desk and computer. For good, those people, they have a mobile phone. So this is something that Enably is focusing. The other solution that we want to briefly represent is Odoo. Odoo has also tools that you can manage and create, distribute knowledge. And I will start with a small presentation. We'll start with Odoo. So very briefly, if you go to their apps, there are two, let's say, main applications that contribute to the knowledge. One is elearning, with which you will be able to create like courses and materials to share with potential students or employees. It could be also outside of your organization. And something that is quite new, it's called knowledge. This is something that allows at any moment to create quick, like how-tos, tips, or even very complicated materials that you can share with your employees or with your partners, clients, or really partners. So briefly to demonstrate, this is our future Bill Consulting website. Bill Consulting is part of the Sustain Group. And I will very shortly demonstrate what Odoo can do. So it's in Bulgarian, partially translated, but if we go to a knowledge, in fact, it allows very quickly, for example, to create like articles with details. This is in Bulgarian, how to translate, how to change the language, and how to translate and correct translations in Odoo. The module allows these articles by keywords, for example, depending on the topic. If, let's say, a salesperson creates an order, can quickly search this knowledge. So this knowledge can be distributed across the whole platform and could be accessible. Of course, here you can include also short videos, and also people will be able to communicate in this. The other platform or app in Odoo, this is the e-learning. Let me find it. I lost it. No. E-learning. I did a very quick course. It's how to start with Odoo. In fact, it's only the title, and here is demo content. You can grant access to different employees or to external parties. And also you can include it as part of your website. So if you publish it, this will be practically available in the courses section. And there are different like gamification widgets and abilities to rate the students, the trainee progress. So more about Odoo you can learn on their website. Of course, we will be happy to answer any questions about the whole platform, how it can be used. The other solution that we will speak today is Enably. So it's a solution that in the past it was called Time to Know. They changed the name to Enably. And to know what it is, you can find on our blog on Sustain Group. So we have an article, different topics about Enably. So you can, what is Enably? It's like one platform to handle all the needs for the trainings. But as I mentioned already, it's their focus is on the deskless. Deskless nowadays, it could be not only the people that are, let's say, in the workshop, in the factory, or people that are on the field, like service guys, but it could be also even salespeople. They have laptop, they have officially maybe a desk in the office, but when they move away from the desk, their most powerful and tool is the telephone. So they speak and they can learn or distribute information through their mobile phone. What are the differences? Again, you can schedule with us detailed demo to show you how it's working. I will show you briefly the platform Enably. So this is, I'm now like an instructor. So from this platform on one place, you can add the content and then you can distribute it. So it's all in one. This is just not to get me wrong, it's not a contradiction. So what to choose Enably or Odoo, it depends on what your company needs. They can also work together. You can integrate to get the best, because Odoo is also a full-featured ERP solution. But there are some little differences. For example, in Odoo, you can embed content, presentations, videos, etc. In Enably, in addition to embedding this, for example, when we have a video, we can actually put like little intercepts to get the level of understanding. I don't know if it will start. For example, at some moment, we can ask questions to people, or to, here these are my contacts. So we can interact with people, and from their answers, we can get what is their level of understanding of the content. While, for example, at the moment in Odoo, you can watch the whole video, and then at the end, you can have questions. Here, it could be on practically on each stage to do. The other difference, I will share my mobile phone just to move it. I'm using the moment to start Odoo. For Odoo, for everything you need all the time internet. Not for everything. There are some modules that can be working offline, but for the knowledge and for the e-learning, practically you need to have all the time internet, which is pretty common nowadays. But for some cases, it's not enough. For example, Enably allows, this is the Enably mobile application, it allows to cache the content offline and to use it anytime you want. There are also some very specific solutions by Enably using barcoding to get the understanding of like certification level of each employee who passed what. It's very elegantly created. And for example, it's good to use when you have like health and safety, or you need certain level of knowledge. For example, if in the factory you want to check quickly who has skills to drive forklifts, he needs to be also certified. You can very quickly check this with Enably. So, for example, you just scan their QR code, and it can give you if this person is really qualified or not. And in different industries, this is very critical. Practically in every factory, you have health and safety, and you need to assure that it is met. So this is where Enably is coming to help. To see where we are in the presentation. So this is about Enably. This is roughly what I wanted to share, and to open the discussion or questions, if you have some questions. And so you can ask me anything. This is something that I learned from Odoo CEO. But do you have any questions? Or if you want to show something more specific with the two solutions, or maybe you can share. There are also many other platforms and solutions. So, for example, for e-learning, we have experience with Opinio. A couple of clients are using it. It's a Drupal CMS based platform, with Moodle as well. So this is in fact, if you search for e-learning platform, you can find a lot, and everybody finds what is best for them. For the time being, this is what we have, we can offer to our potential customers. So, any questions? Maybe Ljubomir or Ali? There is something in the chat. No more questions. Okay, on that note, I'd like to thank you for joining. This video will be published on our website. Since no questions, in fact, no personal data will be shared apart from mine and my partners. Thank you and good evening.